this could be a transition to the Josh Funk tweet about how does he get more money into clinicians' hands? Could we go there? Because I can kind of make this connection, because the connection here for me would be, okay, so I think in the private chat, we were talking about you guys said aside from cost per visit or volume.
Well, Josh was saying besides seeing more patients or seeing patients longer, I believe. So essentially, instead of doing more hours, how can you give more money because Josh is a business owner of Rehab to Perform. He's like, how can I pay my people more? Which is, if you work for a company and your CEO is asking this question, that's a good sign, because he's looking to turn over every rock and say, like, okay, what am I missing? What are other people doing besides just saying, see more patients, do more evals, keep people on your schedule longer? How can I pay my people more?
Well,
go ahead, Dave.
Well, the business case is you have to have some people stay on the schedule for some amount of time. But in terms of his question and my immediate response is like, well, we talked about before, we're not going to increase the insurance reimbursement. So if Josh Funk or any other practice owner out there, I agree, it's an amazing question to be asking, and your staff should love that your CEO, your owner is asking this question. But for me, my immediate thought is like I want to go right to like a fix or a solution. And for me, it's like, then clients have to pay more out of pocket. Whether it's different services or they're paying.
There it is. Different services, right?
Either different services or like a concierge fee, which I know a lot of people are not going to like, but let's say every January 1st, they pay $1,000 or $2,000, or they're paying, I don't know, $100 a month, literally just like a sidebar, like membership so Josh Funk, his practice is Rehab to Perform. And let's just say, like, if you really want to get more money into your clinician's hands, there's got to be money coming from somewhere. It ain't coming from the insurance company. It's going to come from the patient, most likely. And it's got to be other services that they want, and or like a concierge fee where you don't have to add any other services. It's just like, hey, we're charging like a membership fee. You can walk in anytime. Here's the connection. You can walk in anytime. You have it. You don't need a schedule. You're a VIP. Now, I know with healthcare, it gets a little, some people don't like it because then it's like not everyone has the financial resources to pay for that.
Sure.
But they would want to do a walk-in clinic. But tomorrow, Josh Funk could start advertising some musculoskeletal walk-in clinic, and it would be his same brick and mortar clinic. And it would be the one therapist in each office that wants to be paid more. And now they become the de facto primary care differential diagnosis specialist, assuming that they have those skills. And then they could refer for x-ray. They could do diagnostic ultrasound. They could refer to orthopods, text the orthopod, and get them in sooner. And that person, that's value to the patient.
Right.
That's just my initial response, my initial thoughts on this.
I like to steal from other things. That was what I was taught early in radio. Picasso said, "Good artists borrow, great artists steal." This sounds like and I keep saying I'm going to do a full episode on this, but it's this B2C value pyramid that I refer to back all the time. And I want to focus on the value of access. And that's what you get. I will open my bank account right now and prove I do not have an OnlyFans. I do not subscribe to anybody's OnlyFans. But what if that's really what you're selling is access? So if I consider myself, listen, I'm still wearing the Iron Man t-shirt, even though I haven't raced in like 3 or 4 years. I'm an Iron Man, right? Let's say I'm going in training. This 4 to 6 month window is really important for me. I want access to my PT because he's my body mechanic, right? And I don't have time to schedule. So I want to go onto my OnlyFans, my PT version of OnlyFans, and I want to message him a picture of this or I want to send him a video, or I want to send him training results. I paid Kevin, who was a PT student at the time, to be my Ironman training coach because dude knew his stuff. And that was access to Kevin. So I knew by paying him monthly, I was getting a training plan. That was the bare minimum. By the way, call me whenever you want. So, I mean, I guess the simple way we can respond back to Josh, and Josh knows this, he's a smart dude, is to get more, you got to give more. But I think what we're also saying is to get different, you got to give different and think different, which if you follow Rehab to Perform, they do think differently. The fact that their CEO is out there beating the bushes for new ideas, which then he'll implement, because that's another thing you got to watch from Rehab to Perform is they see stuff, then they do stuff, and that do stuff is important.
Tony, what do you got?
I was just going to say, I mean, you can't, since Jimmy stole a quote, I'll take one. You can't expect a different result doing the same thing, right? The definition of insanity And so when we're looking at this, I mean, it genuinely breaks my heart every time I'm in a Facebook group and I see somebody basically saying they need to make more money. The go-to solution is always pick up PRN, do extra work, see more patients, bill more units. Like, that is not the solution. That is such a finite return on that investment. Now, everybody here who's watching this, 40 viewers right now, you're basically indirectly paying $100, $200, $300 for access to us, because that is money you could have been making if you were seeing a patient right now. But the reality is you're sacrificing that money to be with us, or you're listening in an AirPod while you're treating. I've been known to do that.